Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. Well, this game has just started, and yes, we do have sound. I thought for a second that we had another soundless game with no engine noises. This is the 105 leFH18B2, Fifi La Pew Pew, or a Leffy, or a leaf blower, whatever you want to call it, leFH. This one's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line, and it's under the command of Prussian Joe. And yes, I will get this right this time. It is a guy, not a girl. Yeah, my mistake. I do apologize to Prussian Joe. Kept confusing him. I have heard of other ladies in the game who've been called similar names. Oh, that guy's backing in there, the M6, but he takes a round right on the front straight away. Going for another one. Just pulled back in time. Yeah, he didn't want to repeat. 464 hit points on the ARL 44, actually. Not the M6. Okay, now he's got an AT2. Tier 6 game with Tier 5 tanks in it. He gets a hit on the AT2, but not as much. Only 21 hit points this time. And a follow-up shot, only another 20. So maybe he wants to use the heat rounds. Yeah, that ARL took a big hit. And now the M6 took a penetrating shot as well. And oh, we've got special event going on. Rounds out. A hit on the T150, but it's a non-penetrator. And it looks like, yeah, there's going to be a big event. Lots of these buildings are going to be going down. If they can do that for the special event, they can certainly do it for the Arty. Yeah. Nice hit there. The T150 thought he was safe from the explosion, special event, but he wasn't safe from Prussian Joe. And he's smacking him. Standard reload 8.92 seconds. Prussian Joe's got 7.85. Okay, now we can see that their real estate has changed. And now we can go for some of these tanks as they pop around the corner, thinking, aha, now they can make a movement. Zadimaica. Direct hit. Right on the gun mantlet, that one. Where are the others? Well, there's the T150. Oh, we've got a KV-1SA now. He's hitting so many of these enemy tanks, he might actually end up with a Confederate. The more tanks you hit, the more chance you've got of getting that medal. That, well, he aimed for the spot where instead of actually aiming ahead of where the AT2 was going, he gives it another go and gets another hit. 156 from that one. Okay, we've got a Panzer T25. Easily pen that. Dialing in on the KV-1SA, but the Panzer T25 keeps popping his nose up. Missed with that one. Adjust your angle and... wow! That was KV-2 derping the KV-1SA out of the game. Now we've spotted these two sitting over by the midpoint. We've got a Basotto and a T-34. But we've also got that M6 and he's gone through the rubble to try and sneak around. Let's see what we can do. Lines up ahead of his path. No, he aimed directly at the vehicle instead of hitting him ahead of his path, but the KV-2 just did the same to him as he did to the KV-1SA. I think that KV-2's got designs on the T150 as well. Okay, let's see what we can do. We might be able to track the T150 and enable the KV-2 to get the kill. Oh, he's gone around the corner. Oh, he stopped. No, he saw him. Looks like we're going to miss the sight of that happening. Going after that Panzer T25 is very badly damaged. Basotto just killed our KV2, unfortunately.
That was close.
Okay, that T150 just took a massive hit from that Cheetu. Right over in the corner, we've got a Hellcat. And it looks like he's backing away because he was so badly damaged by one of our guys. Looks like it was the M6 who did that with his 19mm. They're getting thin on the ground in the town. T-34 is moving fast. He's just come up against the Cheetu. And what a shot that was. 310 hit points. He may have hit the Cheetu with some 57mm rounds, but it was the big return fire that actually did the damage. And he got the kill. Well, we're getting in and getting close to the enemy. Our Crusader is only a short distance behind us, actually. And that's the big gun. At least it looks like the big gun from here, or is it the stock? No, it does look like the big gun there. Well, we're one down on the enemy.
Moving to support you. I appreciate it.
And now we've got the Panzer T25, and he's fairly close. Oh, we got him. There's the Basotto, though. That's the worry. And he does get around into the Cheetu, and the Cheetu's gone. But the Basotto is a one-shot. We just need to make sure we get the shell on target. Auto aim on, that should help. The moment you get around the corner, you already have the auto aim ready. You spot the enemy tank and then you click on him. Well, he knows we're coming now because he can see us. We're going to take a hit. Oh, he went for the ram and it didn't work, but that did. And he took 2 hits from the Basotto. And he's lost at least 2/3 of his hit points. I think you know what that means. And now there's only 2 enemy tanks left, an Excalibur and a Scorpion, the M56 Scorpion. That's the American one, the very, very light one. Now we've just lost our Type 58, but they just lost the Excalibur. The Crusader managed to nab him. Now, as far as we know, the Scorpion is actually behind us. Got an Su-85. Of course, that Crusader will help us. And remember, our spotting distance is 390 meters. So if that Scorpion comes into the town, we might spot him. And if he goes and stays out in the field, the Su-85 will spot him. I'm not so sure that the Scorpion will be so smart as to actually go all the way around to try and come up the east side of the map, coming up the 0 line. If he does, Prussian Joe is positioned in such a way that he might be able to get the shot anyway. You can see that the enemy RT still alive is the M12 and another Fifi, and the Fifi's firing blindly. Oh, tree went down. Saw a tree go down. That must be... Yep, there he is, the Scorpion. I go to the aim. Well, that was a penetrating shot, but the enemy RT saw where we were, and I think that was a heat round. That was an HE. They're both firing in the same direction, but they're missing now. So I think we did get spotted. There's the Scorpion. Line him up. Lovely. Okay. Even the Crusader's trying to nab him. They came out of the aim there, and that's what hurt him. That didn't. That's good. So that means now it's just 2 Arty versus 2 Arty and a tank destroyer. We certainly knocked the barbed wire around there. Of course, nowadays they use razor wire, don't they? It's been around for a while. It's kind of nasty stuff. You see, he's actually had quite a few high calibers in his time. No other achievement marks showing. The Su-85's going right through the field. Crusaders decided to go city. Of course, the problem for the Crusader is, of course, his gun is not facing forward as he advances. Otherwise, he's going very slowly, and we found one of them. And that means the other Arty is going to be trying to hit us. Su-85's coming in. Can we turn fast enough? He's backing away to give the chance for this guy to come through. Lovely kill. One-shot kill right through the gun shield. And manually aimed at that. Okay, so it's now find the M12, and that's it. Well, we've only got 3 minutes to do it, so we need to get a move on. Our Crusader needs to go to the enemy camp area. I have a feeling that we're going to find the enemy there. Yep, the M6 is saying cap already. People who are still watching the battle will be recognizing that, yes, this is a classic case of neglect the cap and then we all end up losing or getting a draw. Or certainly not losing, but getting a draw out of it instead of getting a win. If you can't find the enemy cap, he's no faster than Prussian Joe. Maximum speed's only 28 kilometers an hour, is it 25? There's the 2-minute warning. Well, we're probably going to receive some incoming fire. He'll more than likely try and fire for the bushes first. Yes, exactly what I thought. Don't sit behind the bushes, sit in the open. He might have good view range, but at least we'll know we've been spotted if he is close. But if you sit behind the cover...
Withdraw from that position.
Yeah, he knows, Prussian Joe knows. He's trying to tell the Crusader, don't go near the bushes, because that's where he's going to aim. And that's it. Game's over. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Prussian Joe of DSRTD in the Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 18. And yes, he got a Starks medal as well for killing at least 2 enemy tanks, receiving at least 2 hits from the enemy, and losing 2/3 of your hit points, or potentially 2/3 of your hit points, and still being alive at the end of the game. His win rate from that one, 6,932, which is super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he got 2,065 hit points, but it wasn't enough. The Hellcat picked up 2,282, and he got the high caliber. That's the Hellcat we saw on backing away from our teammates on the M6. Eventually, he got wiped out. So, with second place on hit points, but third place goes to the Cheetu SP, who sadly got wiped out by that Basotto before we could reach him. 1,988 hit points went to him. When it came to kills, it was the Hellcat, 4 kills to him. Basotto managed to get 3 kills. Also, Prussian Joe and the Cheetu SP and the M6 all got 3. And 2 kills went to the KV2 on our team and also to the AT2 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it's Prussian Joe. He's on top with that one. So he got second place, and then he got top space, 1,152 base experience points. 833 went to the Cheetu SP, 796 went to the M6. So a very good round there. Let's have a look at detail. 28 shots fired, so he did get over half his ammunition expended, but he still had 22 rounds spare for the endgame. 13 direct hits on the enemy, 5 penetrating shots, and 14 splash. 2,065 hit points, of which 1,293 were at more than 300 meters. So which ones did he actually penetrate in the game? Well, the Basotto, he actually didn't penetrate that guy, even though he fired at him at 0 range. He went for the ram, which was a bit of a mistake because the Basotto is a tank destroyer that's designed fairly rigidly. And if you do try and ram it, all that's going to happen is that you're going to end up losing hit points and he's going to gain some. But he did hit him with the HE round afterwards, and that finished him off. He didn't penetrate the Zalimike. He did penetrate the M6 and the ARL-44, both with penetrating shots. And the Scorpion, he penetrated that guy twice. Twice, would you believe it? But it was the second shot that killed him outright. And he penetrated the Fifi with a gun shield shot right at the last kill of the game. So let's go back to detail. He took 2 shots from the Basotto, both penetrated, yes, unfortunately. And 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty was very precise. I think that was the Fifi, actually, the first shot that was very accurate. And 1 enemy vehicle spotted, that would be the enemy Fifi. 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, 146 hit points of spotting assist, and 40 capture points in the cap at the end of the game. On a premium count, he made 67,950 credits. And he also picked up 2,419 experience points. He says he feels dirty. You shouldn't feel dirty at all. You did a fantastic job. The only problem I've got with that Basotto, ramming him, was a bad decision. But there you go. You can't be helped. Sometimes you hit them with a round and they don't die. And then you think, oh, I'll just ram him then to get the remainder. That might have worked out against you because obviously you got the chance to put 2 rounds into you anyway. But in fact, that was one of the reasons why I did a replay for a fingernail clipping the other day. And he was in the AMX-13F3 and he'd already taken 1 big hit from a CDT. And right at the end of the game, the CDT decided to ram him. And of course, the time ran out and the game stopped just as they were about to impact each other. And of course, a fingernail clipping would have been killed. But he ended up surviving the battle merely because the CDT made a bad decision to try and ram. So there you go, Prussian Joe. Don't try and ram. Not in those circumstances, because you'd already taken 2 big hits and it could have finished you off. But it all worked out in the end. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.